Edgar Allan Poe, 1809 to 1849, by Jenna Thielen. Edgar Allan Poe was born Edgar Poe on January 19, 1809, in Boston, Massachusetts. As an infant, he lost both of his parents. His father abandoned his family, and his mother died soon after. He was adopted by the Allan family. Years later, he attended the University of Virginia. He was engaged to Sarah Elmira Royster, but it was soon broken off. Due to a series of unfortunate events, Poe was in a lot of debt and had nearly no money. He saw no other option than to drop out of college after only a year. Having no job and no education, Edgar enlisted in the U.S. Army as a private under the name Edgar A. Perry. He was only 18 years old at the time and said that he was 22 so that he could enlist. During this time, in 1827, he released his first book, which was a 40-page collection of poetry called Tamburlaine and Other Poems. 2 years later, in 1829, he was discharged from the army and wrote his second book, All Araf, Tamburlaine, and Minor Poems. Edgar Allan Poe is known for many works including The Raven, The Cask of Amontillado, The Fall of the House of Usher, and The Telltale Heart. In class, we will be reading The Telltale Heart. Edgar Allan Poe died October 7, 1849, of what is assumed to be cerebral inflammation. No one knows exactly what happened. He was found wandering the streets in an insane state of mind. He was also said to be wearing clothes that were not his own. A year later, Rufus Griswold wrote a negative memoir of Poe, making him appear drunk and depraved. Griswold included some of Poe's works to make him appear that much more crazy. Although Edgar Allan Poe's works were not widely accepted at the time, those who did approve of them realized that they were great works and not to be forgotten. The picture you see is the cover of The Telltale Heart, which you should all have. I'm going to show you a brief clip of the book, and it will give you a brief overview of what we will be reading in the next few weeks.
An old man in an old house. A good man, I suppose. He had never harmed me. I didn't want his gold, if gold there was. Then what was it? I think it was his eye. Yes, that eye, the eye, that. His eye staring. I opened the old man's door. The eye was always closed. For 7 days I waited. You think me mad? What madman would wait, could wait so patiently, so long? What? No! For an hour I did not move a muscle. Then, something else. Dull and muffled, yet, of course. It was the beating of the old man's heart. I had to stop it! Then it was over. The heart was still. The eye was dead. I was free. But there was still work to be done. I replaced the planks so cleverly. No eye, not even his, could have found anything wrong. Huh? So soon?
The neighbors reported a scream. We're obliged to investigate.
That is our duty. Where's the old man?
Gone to the city.
Nothing out of place here.
Then I heard it. It might have been a hand, a clock. But no. Louder. And still louder. They must hear it. Yet they sit and talk and talk. They must. Of course they do. They know. They do. They're torturing me, watching me, letting it beat so that I... Stop it! Stop it, you devils! Yes, yes, I did it. It's there, under the floor. Oh, stop it! It is the beating of his hideous heart! True, I'm nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous. But why will you say that I'm mad?